Hey everybody, Professor Matt, Balance Jiu Jitsu, and in this video we're going to be sharing some arm triangle secrets with you. Arm triangles or head and arm chokes pretty much mean the same thing, and they're going to be some of the most versatile submission attacks that you're going to have in your arsenal. And they're really important to understand, not only so that you can use them in live rolling, but so that you can defend yourself and not find yourself on the wrong end of them. We'll start with looking at some concepts and the mechanics of the choke, and then we'll take a look at how to get into them from some different positions. The first thing we want to look at is our ability to create the external rotation of our opponent's shoulder into their neck. On the other side, we're going to be looking to use our bicep to close off the artery on the other side. We want to keep our head very low so that we can use our trapezius to push our opponent's shoulder into their neck. Crawling your fingers on the floor will help cinch up the choke by bringing your bicep nice and tight on your opponent's neck on the other side. Use your posting hand to aid in applying pressure before switching to two hands. Failure to do so could result in your opponent escaping and getting back to their guard. Now that we understand the concepts and we understand the mechanics to apply the choke, let's take a look at our first entry. We're going to enter the head and arm choke from side control to begin. Here it is being applied in real time. Now let's take a look at the details. You need to be able to get inside your opponent's elbow. This can be really hard to do. We're going to start by posting on our head so that it makes it easier for us to get inside that space. Open up the elbow on the other side and frame it out with your head. Placing a knee on your opponent's stomach so that you can start to windshield wipe yourself over to the other side. Once we've achieved getting to the other side, we can start to apply the finish. Now we'll take a look at a few different angles of this particular entry from side control being shot from a few different angles. If you're finding this information useful so far, please hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. On to entry number 2. This time we'll be heading into the head and arm choke from the knee ride position. Moving up the ladder of hierarchy, we'll take a look at this entry from a few different angles. Watching this choke in real time and from some different angles. And then we'll take a closer look to see what's happening inside the details. Start by transitioning from side control to knee on the belly. Next, we're going to establish a frame that's going to help us redirect our opponent's arm. We're going to look to lower our head to trap the arm right away. Follow it up by decreasing your body from knee on the belly to side control and finish the choke with the choking mechanics. Alright, our crew's been working really hard. Like I said before, if you're new to this channel, it'd be great if you could hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Also like and comment and share. Alright, looks like our crew's taking a break. Let's take a moment to introduce our amazing staff, Coach Double Gold and Coach Blonde Fury. Alright, continuing to move up the ladder of hierarchy, we will now look at getting the head and arm triangle from the mounted position. We'll take a few looks at this particular choke being done from the mount at a few different angles, just so you guys get a clear idea of where we're going here, and then as always, we will take a closer look at the details. First, Logan's going to start by attacking an Americana, and if Marcia doesn't defend, he's just going to get that submission. So a common defense is for them to grab both hands together. Double Gold's going to use that defense to help him start to get his head down nice and low and start to move his arm into the head and arm triangle position. If you try to windshield wipe your foot over without making some space, you're likely to get caught in some kind of a quarter guard, just like we see Double Gold getting caught here. So before windshield wiping, he'll turn his hip, and that'll create some space where he can bring his foot over safely without getting caught like we see him doing here now. He'll finish this position now with the choking mechanics that we spoke of earlier in the video. Here we have the position being performed in its entirety at a few different angles, just so you guys can see all the transitions and hip movements that Logan needs to make to move from the mount to side control to finish the choke. When you're new at this choke and you don't 100% understand the breaking mechanics, often when you use two hands can result in neck cranking your opponent. In the developmental phase, we want to try and see if we can finish this particular choke with one arm. Being able to perform this choke with one arm will keep neck cranks down to a minimum and keep your training partner super happy with you. It will also help you develop your choking mechanics in a very precise manner. Also, try to make it a habit to ask your opponent if that was a crank or a choke. Their feedback can be very helpful in your understanding on how to get this choke properly. Alright, that does it for us. Hopefully you were able to obtain some secrets of the arm triangle. If you were, remember sharing, liking, and commenting on this video helps the channel out a lot. If you're still with us, then I thank you very much for staying all the way to the end of this video. Speaking on behalf of the Balance crew, this is Professor Matt wishing you a very great day. Now go train and train hard, my friends.